So, morning, good morning. Or well, good morning I say. It's not much morning. Nonetheless, coffee cup. It is 3:23 p.m. I have somewhat been awake since since 1:30. What do you mean by somewhat awake? You know, scrolling TikTok, still half-ass sleeping, but then after a bit, finally, you know, properly waking up. Yeah, I've been slouching for like 1.5 hours in bed on TikTok. About half an hour of that, half-ass sleeping as well. So, you know, that's a start to one's morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or well, what days is this Tuesday? So 1, 2, 3, so 10. Good shit. So, you know, it's good shit. I am making coffee. It feels odd, or felt odd, hearing the coffee maker being almost done and already being at the computer, because you know, ever since I got the TV, mainly I've been spending my mornings sitting in the couch and you know, watching on the TV instead of at the computer. But since I have no Wi-Fi today and I don't know how my hotspot is gonna perform on the TV and you know, the stuff on the coffee table and shit, I just decided, you know what, let's relive 2022 lol. Let's relive 2022, where I would go onto the computer right after I woke up, spend my morning sipping my coffee, and you know, waking the fuck up. So that is my coffee. Here is all my cans of Christmas soda just scattered along the table. My kitchen is a mess again. It is. I kid you not, my kitchen is a mess again. Au. Vad fan. Vassen. Du. Coffee can go chill där. And by the time I'm done enjoying some coffee, this one can climatize a bit. Yes, not Monster this time, I took a Red Bull for once. Then I'm gonna go around. I don't know if I was struggling through this method or the Lyko Plus. Supposedly it's the same fucking shit, but I don't know which one is the newest. Den första 26. 12th 2025. So this one is the one we should use then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, God. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Thank you. Where did I put the heat? So, it is 4:36 a.m. I'm sitting here watching A330 driver. The enables A330 400, which is something I'm going to be putting out on my gaming channel eventually. That and the 350 I'm gonna try and do some Phoenix 321, 320, 319 flights to release in 2 days, since I haven't done flight sim in a while. But first we gotta, get, nettverk back. Fokuser, nettverk up and running again. We gotta do. So, good shit lol. So you guys get the ID lol. I'm gonna finish my coffee and then I'll crack this boy and then we'll probably begin lol. So I have also noticing that this is 30 FPS, so this is gonna be fun to edit. It both front and back is 30 FPS house nearly, so enjoy the mix of 50 and 30 lol. I hit the karta. I have cracked my monster. Is that a Fent or is that a John Deere? I think that's a Fent. Hit the vaggen da, for fan. Jeez. You could probably slightly lower your head there, but sure shit. Nonetheless, so plan of action is rip out all the wiring, rearrange the patch panel to the degree I can before I need to start putting stuff in again. My idea is to move the shelf up to the top of the second rail, then leave 1 UO space for a brush plate and then put the power strip there. Run that off back into the 16 single color. The 16 single I'm gonna try and move into the rack. If I have a spare fuse of something. I know I have a 6 amp and I know that 6 amp will handle what I'm running in the rack currently. Because it's, the servers are not running full tilt and they're only 570 watt and 520 watt. And it's just a redundant power supply, so just one of them is running at a time. So 1000 watt, there you have like 4 amps. Then you have, but if you count the actual load factor and what hardware we're actually using, we're far from pulling that max load. So in theory, that whole rack should be just fine on 6 amps for now. If I can't find a 10 amp. I could of course run off with the 13 amp from there temporarily, I guess, and run off with the 20 amp as a main for that whole rack lol. Although that's gonna again be overkill, but nonetheless, I gotta start populating that rack. I gotta make a video of us getting the PLC and stuff back in there today. So I can get that box out of the way. And in fact, I could have just ran that feed over and into the rack and just ran it from there instead of having that run through a separate box now, but I didn't have long enough 6 mil. Alright. Technically speaking, H07R technically speaking can do 32 amps on 2.5 technically. But I didn't have 2.5 long enough of H07, so hide that stuck on that front. You guys get the ID lol. I'll be back with you guys once you start working out in there again. Can your oven fan sound start sounding like a single fan motor under a single phase motor under a bit of load? Then you start to wonder. So we have ow. We have toast skarulor and toasty toast skaru. Oh, well, bread rolls with cheese. Good. So remember, I now have a whole bunch of shit on the iPhone which belongs to this video. So we are back. It is 7:45 p.m. last year the same day. As you can see, my coffee table is the meeting room for all of our rack stuff. Lol. So we got Virtual Neko, Scarlet, Ogami Haven, Virtual Kizune, this 3 Convoy, which is gonna get swapped out to a Cisco Catalyst, because honestly, I want a 100 meg Cisco Catalyst. I like the color more, they fit more my scheme. As you can see, yellow and black, yellow and green. And I'll probably swap out this ASA for like a 5550 or whatever, which can actually do a gigabit. If I want to like do separate segregation or whatever. But that, you know, I can still communicate through the main network with. I am sorry. Oh, Christmas soda be good and airy, lol. Then we got that bitch over there, which I never used because I went directly on the computer, and that is my crossover. And that's the HDMI cable we're gonna use for Record of Ink 2, which that bitch still needs to be ordered. But where are we and what's next on the agenda? Well, I'm glad you asked, lol. What's next on the agenda is move this bitch out of the way, because I actually don't need that one right now. What's next on the agenda is pull this shelf and move this shelf up there. Then it's to start ripping every single cable out of the back of the rack. And then once that is done and this whole rack is stripped for like, you know, random strips of stuck power cords or whatever. Or I can maybe keep these strips on maybe. How long are you? Ah, that's a big maybe. Nonetheless, I'm gonna leave those 2 strips off, but I'm gonna like remove this shit. It's a random 140mm fan that was strapped to my coax ONT for the longest period of time. And then that power strip is going to move, so basically this moves up here. Then we have 1 U of free space for a brush plate. Then the power strip comes here, so we can pull out from the back, and then what we need to pull from the front goes just right up and through the brush plate, so it looks nice and even. And that way I also have, you know, my power buttons up at the front, although I am planning to try and feed in that cable into there, feed this bitch power, and feed that off of a fuse in there. And really, that boy could also move over here, but we don't have enough 2.5 or greater HO7, so good shit. Although I am gonna try and populate this rack sooner or later with all our Johnson shit, so I can get that box out of the way. And then once that shit's moved, then Well, move up the rear rack. And then... okay, I need to count her. There you go. Then my ID is below the power strip of 2 drawer. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit tight, lol. If I wanna keep this space for, unless I wanna put in my crossover here. That gives this shelf very little space, but we still have space though. It's fine, skit det. Or do I just slap a 1 drawer here? Or do I want a 2 drawer? Let me check this out and see how this is actually gonna turn out. You are attached, so we can't really do much about you. Steal back my cage nuts. Then the question about these boys. Dæven han steker. No problem. I'd probably like to move those around a bit how they sit, but yeah, that can work. Then I'm gonna get, you know, this boy mount over here or something, so it just, you know, goes uniform with the rack. I'm gonna spindle the fucking cobbler. Then, hallå. Den hallå forsterker. Hallå. Forsterker. Okay. And let me yeah, this was up here before, so that has shifted down a tad. But it's not like it's shifted down extremely. This bitch can go by the fucking boiler. Fucking 140 mil fucking fan. Vad fan? Then we have But wait, you are Strutty boy. You are Strutty boy and you are Strutty boy. But they are also different lengths. Fuck. Oh well. So these two becomes router and switch then. And then we have Scarlet server solution right there. And then we have crossover and amplifier power solution over here. Ow. Thank you. That is so much better. So now that I can actually, measure properly to the grill. Oh, well, you can't see it well, but oh my god. Oh, this headband is fucking skojigt, lol. So, where the hell is my straight angle, lol, för fan. Här. This is the shit you go through. Where is my movie? Oh. Then I'm gonna grab the drill. A little big maybe. Det klocka 20 lol. Let's go with a 3 lol. That should be lol. So Hallå. So that is your initial fix, lol. Then we take a straight edge to fix the rast, lol. Ja, men i helvete då. Jag må sitta torr. That gives us a bit of an angle. Strut the edge now, granted. This whole rack is probably not straight at all, but let's check how strut is the actual rack, lol. As I thought, not straight at all. So for it to align with the rack, we need to be a bit over. Good shit. Then we know. So there, basically. So, iPhone footage updated. We have markerat the shit, lol. So it's a 5.5 difference here, and it's the same here, which means these should align perfectly. So now it is screw out the bitch, pre-drill the bitch, screw the bitch in, and then I get to shift everything here up a notch, lol. I get to do, lol. So, you know, that's fun. Oh. See, you get the idea. Oh, wow. Just. Oh, hello. We have the bitch move upwards for fun. So now, I get to move everything in the front up a notch. I get. Maybe I should swap this out for a pull-out boy, maybe. I could do it easy though, as we don't have that shelf. And just move this up a notch and call it a good day. And really a one new shelf should be fine for a bunch of patch cables and just a few tools and some hardware. I'm gonna do the easy approach and move the crossover and the amp up. Good shit. Then I'm gonna take and smack wires in the back and give it a vacuum up back in there. Oh, and then begins the struggle. So I am not going insane, lol. Totally not, lol. Vi have powerkabel. Plenty of space in the bottom of the rack for UPSs. Alright. For fan. And then part of me wants to get the patch panel in the back with 2 speakons and 2 XLR ins and 2 XLR outs and just wire front and back I just plug this bundle into the back of the rack instead of into the rack. Wonderless! It's time to start shopping in switches, Lord. No patch panel or a cable basket. What we do? Strips and cover on top of her. It is good shit. So, I have not got much further because the GoPro is dead. But I have taken and stripped the patch panel. I have. Because a lot of the shit is gonna move around. And my idea is to try and keep servers on this side, outgoing feeds on this side besides obviously the van. So destroying my nails. So coming here on IPMI that my hue is gonna come here. Then I'm gonna leave 2 spots empty for more 100 gig stuff. Then from 5 I'm gonna slap in Okami Haven. Then I'm gonna snap in the 2 virtual Neko feeds. Then I'm gonna find a new better Foxgirl name for virtual Kitsune. She's gonna go in 9, and then at 10 comes my AP, and then 11 becomes my machine going out, and then, you know, shift ska do, switch ska do if you add more, I guess. Although at one point I'll probably buy another patch panel and have one patch panel be all my outgoing, and then have one patch panel be just stuff for the rack. So yeah, that is the status. Power now, yes you do, däven han steak idag. Så we did the auditing right. Well, everything that Poppy gonna change, lol. Hey, so welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! And welcome to Evelyn. Welcome to Scarlet, that's always been Scarlet. And welcome to Kimiko. We have swaps, screwed all the names so the rest generic. Which means we gotta swap host names everywhere. So it's time to start stopping shit in the rack. So there you go. That is your root beer för fan. Den hallå groundkabel. Där vi går. Patchpanel i groundar. Och kom här. Until I go on to Finn or eBay and buy a Cisco Catalyst instead of this white piece of shit. And why are you calling it a piece of shit? Of course it's a piece of shit, it's a 100 meg switch load. Not that, you know. First of all, it's bluish gray, like bra. What color is that to have for something? Come on, for fan. Second of all, it's not managed at all, which honestly, sure, I don't really need my 100 meg network managed really, if we're gonna be not completely and brutally honest. But, you know, it would be nice. You know. This time maybe the shit is actually, you know, stramma enough that the bitch is gonna stay, lol. Unlike last time. Here we go, yes. Just to make sure. And then virtual kitsune. Get changed with Yukino. No, Yukio. Yukio. I feel like that's supposed to be Yukino. I'll change it to Yukino, I will. Supposedly that's exactly one rack you. Are we about to try and mount Mr. Server? Yes, we are, lord. I could just slot it there, but I'm planning to get a shelf sooner rather than later. So I want to keep that slot free though. So Yukino, come här. Come here without smacking my laptop, look. Oh, not to be rude, but you're heavy. Fucking hell. For now, I'll just chill here because we'll probably need it eventually when we do some DVI to whatever. But you get swapped with Breda shit because you're the only one that's gonna reach. Lol. What do I mean with the only one that's gonna reach? It's the only one that's gonna reach fucking the render machine. Lol. There you go. That is your fucking display and whatever. You will probably just go down in here because I could probably actually
Can I stand the tower in here? Hold up. Ah, well, one problem da. Or maybe not. Ha! Question. Kom her, målbånd. Question of the day. How chunk are you, lol? You are 46.5 cent, lol. $55, $56, $57. Dæven steike ta. If we put this shit down in here. But the question is, how high is it at an angle? Because if I can put that in, then I can put that in after the fact. But if we can fit this bitch inside the bottom of the rack, then even better, because that means we don't have a tower standing on the side in the way. If we need to get back and plug cables or whatever the fuck. Dæven han steike ta. We are making progress, brother. I need a haircut again. And this time I'm gonna try and get all of my like flips for like my main bangs out of the way and cut like underneath. Because I have so much hair in the back now that the headband is flopska and whatever else. We tried to get these on. We figured out that was just to forget. Because it's all the way up against the wall, so no point us. No point. Lenovo's mouse is quote unquote not needed here because we have this boy, which I honestly prefer because that means if I get like a foldable table here, I can just double stick this bitch and the bitch wouldn't go floppy. I could do that with a standalone keyboard too, but I can't exactly do it with the mouse. So the mouse would go scoot. With this one is a trackpad. So the only issue with that keyboard is that certain computers and motherboards hate wireless keyboards before it gets to the OS for whatever reason. So preferably I should find a keyboard which is wired, which has a trackpad. What I wanna do is grab just like a used Lenovo keyboard or whatever and double stick down in there, and then I'll just buy a separate trackball mouse or something. I think that's probably gonna be the final idea in here, so that way I know that, you know, I have well, I mean the KVM is gonna be wired up, but anywho, I'd want a Lenovo one of those like Lenovo that's like a bit chunky keys or whatever. I don't know what it is, I've just loved those as a server keyboard. I had one of those once in a lifetime, it was my main keyboard. Yes, I even gamed on that bitch. Where the hell that bitch took the road is a good fucking question, because I don't have it anymore.
So, we have a burger story. So, dessert time. And yes, before you ask, I literally just devoured that burger in like a matter of like 5 minutes.
100% 1 hour you're saying. You say so. You do. You say so. So we are back. The clock is 2:07. Damn, broda. Vita Vristad already wants to give up to get Evelyn in here. And then we need to get wow. And then we need to get Scarlet in here. Popper, so I can check the CPU and take an image of the CPU, because I did not note the serial number. Then we gotta put fucking Kimiko on top of there, and then pull and check and hopefully pick the correct CPU immediately, because I only have the serial number for one of them. She's almost heavier. Oh. Ow. Yeah. Yeah, hurts a bit. Ha 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 ha. This is why you don't install servers on your own. For fun. Okay, let me get her all the way back so she can actually rest. Hold the rail. Get her into the water rail. Oh, fuck me. She skipped. She skipped. She's in. She's in. Is she in? Is she in? Yes. She's in. She's in. Oh. You piece of whatever. Ha 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 ha. Oh well, I can just do that on the desk though. There's nothing else I need this bitch for now, so I am gonna grab. Why can't I just use a star head, lol? Yes, I can. So you go just into the server, into the rack, and lock in place. You piece of a chunk. I always seem to manage to scrape myself up like a madman half of the times I work on a fuck off a rack. Luckily I caught the server with my foot on the grease. It didn't like completely slam into the floor, but fuck. so I can grab a picture and shit over you, lol. Fuck. Yeah. I need a partner, or at least a roomie which can help me with the shit, lol. I don't care that it's in between the fins. Just clean it roughly, so I can just take a picture, get the serial number, and call it a day. Fuck. First, I almost drop a server in the floor fully, and they're fucking scraping half my fucking body up in the process. For fun. Now, I'm almost about to face plant into the kitchen. Yeah. Like, it's not bad. Bad. But... when it gets to the point where you'd rather just take a pond deep. Oh, that doesn't even help. Do you have power? Yes. Then get me the light, lol. Ah, it's clear enough, lol. Bro, what the fuck? Thank you. Bro, why are you not clamping for fun? Are you in now? I think so. Fan i helvete. Oh yeah. Before I forgår. We need to take new images, lol. Luckily this one is way lighter. Like this is probably 15 kilos maybe. And not fucking break your back. There you go. Lots of foresight, lol. Is it? Never mind. There you go. It was just being stubborn, lol. That's all. So there you go. För fan. One server left and one fucking CPU. Question is, will we pick the correct one? Bro, they are the same number, what the hell? How does that make any sense? I found two separate numbers. Or are they a batch? It must be a batch set of CPUs, it must be. Because this right here, 3114B476, the same as the other one, 280 gigahertz. If anybody have know why, then let me know. Cause I'm honestly confused. I'm honestly confused, lol. Oh, lol. Hello. Ah, lol. Wow. Checks CPU. Proceeds to put on the cooler in the non-airflow direction, lol. So I actually don't know, lol. But as far as I can tell, those two same serial number, because that is where I found the serial numbers of all other CPUs I have looked at. So because that was what I did in Evelyn, and she had two different numbers on the CPUs in that spot. This one just the same across the board for whatever reason. So either they're like accidental double print whatever, or I have no fucking idea. So yeah, bro. You know, Dale, I'm not gonna ask. But even your 410 is heavier than my 2U Super Micro box. Like, what kind of source is this shit, boy? But there you go. Oh wait, I forgot to take picture, Lord. Så, crank her down, broder. Ah, I know why. It's because I'm out there just like, we gonna move the shit, lord. But then I am smart boy and puts it on an even number when the start is supposed to be on an odd. So never mind, it's just me as being, you know, a blunt, whatever, lord. There you go. That should be 9, yes. There you go. And then let's just grab another zip tie and strap her down again. Don't want to put the access point there. The thing is, the access point needs to be on 100. Scarlet 1G link. You know, okay. I put Okami Haven or Evelyn there then. And then I put my access point there. In 7. Because it's not like we're gonna have more than 600 megabit devices, even if we include the Cisco. You know, once we're at it, I might as well make a new one for Scarlet, lord. Because so that if you have a new label, lord. If I can get the Philips U-hub to strap up in here out of the way. Or I guess there. I can just whoop around and then in, lol. In case I ever need to press the button. The only problem with that is that the boy goes one way, lol. The clipsy boy. So really, I can't mount that bitch like that. Because my device mounted like that, run the back, I need to press it, I have access to it. But I think our actual approach is gonna have to be mounted there, lol. So you know, it doesn't take it all.
My GoPro fucking ran dead scorew again and broke like the last 10 minutes of footage. And also, please tell me, Europe is 568A standard. Why the bloody fuck is half of the cables they sell in Europe in B standard then, for fan? So that way when I am trying to put keystones on shit, I gotta wire one way, check if it's correct, and then wire the other way if it's not. There should be a law that only allows 568A cables to be sold in Europe, because this is a pain. For fun. Because this tester won't, I mean, sure, I could have gotten a more advanced tester that would have actually told me what they're wired in. But this bitch doesn't tell me that. So I can't check it pre-hand. And if the cable is saying C.2 instead of actually saying B or A, it's a guessing game. Because they can either be B or they can either be A, I've figured out. So, Radde fuck whatever the hell. Nonetheless, I am putting keystones over the cobble. I have 2 done. I have 1 there to go for now. And then I have 1 already prepped for Ink 2, which is the PC face and render server. It's hard being an IT technician sometimes. So, we are back and we got our 100 megabit for Evelyn and Philips Hue, or Evelyn IPMI. We got our Jumpy Boy to the 100 meg. I'm gonna get some shorter cables from like infinite cables or whatever. And I want to use green for the 100 meg, I want to use yellow for the 1 gig. So here is my main computer. Here is Scarlett. And here is the IPMI for oh wow. For Evelyn, which you can barely see. I mounted the Philips Hue up in there, lol. Now I just gotta figure out a nice way of feeding it power. We already have the power situation for these 2 sorted, lol. So bada bing bada bong. Vi are ready for fucking internet for helvete. Then we just have 6 plugs for the servers. And then we have another plug for the 100 meg. And then supposedly we have for Yuki, no, but she doesn't have a CPU yet, so maybe she doesn't need to be plugged. And then my power supply for my Cisco boy is like dead Skaruski. Oh well, it's not like dead Skaruski, but doobity-doobity-doo. Hobbity-hobbity-hobbity. That's the complete. Here is the power supply. And that is where the cobble plugs, lol. So good shit. What was the output of this bitch? 48 volt, you are saying. I could use this bitch. No, because that's 58.8 volt and it's a charger, so it will probably not like that. But yes, we need 48 volts, broda. And there is my short boy. That's my shorty boy. Hello, hello. Armor. Shit has changed a bit. Oh, there we go. We have switch and we have switch to switch, lol. And then we have my also 5505 just chilling over here. Nonetheless, you guys are box screw. For the momento, there's no more power cable loose on the floor. And my god, there's a good reason. We have bursts of power. Bursts of power. Everything is power up. Or rather said, everything has power. Or it's power feed, lol. So what's left now is a few Ethernet runs. Audio. Auditing that. And then this whole rack. Unless I wanna wire this into a fuse inside of here. This whole rack. Is ready to be repowered, and I have hooked the VGA into Evelyn because that's the one I'm most concerned about, that one drive. So I want to keep an eye on it while it boots live. So fan needed for original cooler. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. I promise. I promise, my brother. This is fine shit, lol. Yeah, we just forever do not speak about what happens back here. This is fine, see, it is cronk and let the ripple. And don't ever worry about it again. Var sitter? She's in där för fan. She in där. She pluggar. Audio, my brother. Audio. Yes. Oh my god, fokuser. Audio is plugged, brother. Hallelujah. So literally the only thing which does not have network currently, besides obviously patching, is Evelyn. She's the only gal which does not have internet currently. But everything else is Cobra. Everything else is Cobra. And this looks so much cleaner than what we had there. We just gotta remember to press 3 times on the fan button, quote unquote, and just hope it spins to life. So we are trying this bitch of a Cobra again, so I can get Evelyn networked and we can power everything on and buy anything, buy any luck. Knock on wood. Evelyn's drives are fine. Yeah. So
The cobbler. I even managed to get the bitch to show me bitch at the ground, lord. Steffen, hon steik idag. Everything här is kobbla. Everything här is kobbla. Come on. Everything is kobbla. So, we're all here for the moment where shit either takes the fuck off, we blow the fuse, or shit is good shit. Okay. Okay. Good shit. Let me borrow, as it did not just fire up. So good shit. Let me borrow. I should have thought about how I... don't worry about it, sure. I know you like lost your shit, lol. I just wanna borrow my Vega so I can watch this bitch turn on. Am I gonna have to... no, never mind. Okay. Hallå. Vi har roter för helvete. Hallå. Your screen is out and driving. Så. Come on. About all the stuff that's off is linking at 100, so that's a good shit. Så vi have router ska du så går det. Then we unplug from you. We do. Vi scoot. Scoot forward the kabel. and plug into you. Next up, the speech. Vad fan är rundning? You're pushing enough air probably. Get me to hårdame. Hårdame igen. Oh wow, of course. New CPU installed. It's not a new CPU, sure. It's just me that you have of it. Plug it into a port which actually works. DOCP, yes. 3200. CPU voltage manual 1.38 should be able to handle a fine. CPU ratio 44, you should be able to do that just fine. Good shot. SVM enabled. You reset all my shit, lol. So, good shit. Save changes and reset the bitch. I just hope that that rear fan is gonna push enough air, lol. Buddy, I can turn on Wi-Fi now and turn off the hotspot, lol. As I now have Wi-Fi, lol. Boot, you are saying, hello, you are booting. Well, good pushing air, you're not exactly optimized for that, so the faster I get the correct fan, the better. Evelyn Scarlet Ink 2. You are, never mind. There you came, lol. You were just trag, lol. Så, hallå, det render computer lives, lol. So, you shouldn't launch anything good exactly as designed. Or are you about to try and launch something, lol? Vidkoder, hallå. I can hear the water there, it's not happy about it, but that is media encoder, that is vidkoder, good shit there, they will just do their own shit. How is my temperature and CPU voltages and whatever doing? That's my question. 48C is how you're doing. Well, let's hope that it stays that way. Good shot. So, by keyboard, hello keyboard, and then we have this bitch which is gonna scream off the top of his lungs. Or somehow not. Hallå? What is it just you? Hello. We have the Dellor. I think it's F2. So the system time is correct somehow. 8 også korrekt somehow. Dæven og steik I dag. Vel. She BIOS battery is good shit, it seems. Because she saved my settings, lol. Need to reconfigure that. I'll do that once this is up. Then we can put Scarlet. And then once Scarlet is booted, then we can plug into that. Do you leave, Lord? Hallo. She lives, skal du indeed. For fan. Applying computer settings. That's probably because the host name, we changed the host name in there, maybe. Yeah, it's gonna take a bit. Yeah, this can either break a whole bunch of shit or fix a whole bunch of shit. So, while that does that, we say bye to that, and this gets stopped back into Euro. Then move you over to HDMI. I'm not so sure about that, lols. Oh my god, it did the fucker shit again, lol. Vad fan. Scarlet is not running, lol. But I gotta fix IQ again, lol. Validation result. Start web enrollment. Oh god. So you guys died, but you saw some snap clips. The drive survived, lol. Or I should say, the drives survived. But the drive that got dropped survived. I played back some footage, it's playing it back fine. I had no errors, no signs of any issues, so I guess we'll see what the scrub test cooks up on Sunday. But with that, I will say thank you guys for watching this Rack Makeover or whatever. This video has been going on for long enough. I am tired. I wanna sleep. So I wanna say thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, like, we really appreciate it. And as always, check out links down below for my socials. And until further notice, stay tuned and stay awesome. And good fucking night.